During October and November of 2023, the German island of Esdom experienced wild boar incursions that marred its beachfront and ravaged local gardens and farmlands. The yearly damage is estimated to be as high as $100 million a sea. The beaches of Usum Island, a prime tourist spot, have been significantly affected by the presence of wild boar tracks. Drop a number 1 in the comments if you'd like to delve into this situation together. Wild boars have decimated fields of crops like corn, resulting in substantial harvest losses. Local communities are concerned about this as it's led to the loss of a vital income source. With the wild boar population potentially tripling annually, tackling this problem presents considerable difficulties. The German hunting association Deutsche Jagdverband, DJV Germany's largest hunting organization with over 250,000 members, coordinates wild boar hunts in German forests. Licensing regulations permit hunters and their partners to position themselves roughly 50 feet apart. This spacing allows sufficient room for individual movement and action without putting others at risk. During the hunt, the participants came across a sounder of wild boars around 5 to 10, in number, moving as a group to forage. The hunters were quickly able to take down 2 or 3 of the animals. These boars each weighed in the vicinity of 200 to 300 pounds. Large organized hunts in Germany have considerably decreased the wild boar population in targeted regions, showing an estimated 30 to 50% drop in recent years. This reduction has aided in managing and stabilizing the wild boar numbers, thereby lessening environmental and agricultural problems. In Germany, the use of drones for pre-hunt surveillance is widespread and highly beneficial during hunting activities. A widely favored drone company among Germans is DJI, known for its premium and high-performing products. Drones are employed to scout the hunting grounds before any action begins. They offer hunters an aerial perspective, assisting them in pinpointing wild boars and strategically planning the hunting area for optimal outcomes. Would you enjoy hunting with a drone? If yes, leave a nub 2 in the comments. If no, leave a nub 5. While the initial investment in a drone can be significant, it's often seen as a worthwhile expense for professional hunting or forestry organizations. In Germany, the price of a popular drone can range from roughly $500 to $100 or $500. Compared to conventional surveillance methods like camcorders or professional cameras, drones can be more cost-effective due to their broad field of view and ability to move freely in 3 dimensions. These hunts offer valuable experience for hunters in the German region. Among the well-regarded hunters is Maximir Melhoff, known for his outstanding wild boar hunting skills. He's an excellent guide, sharing his knowledge and experience with those less seasoned. Max dedicates his time not only to hunting, but also to explaining and teaching hunting techniques, as well as how to utilize specially trained hunting dogs during the pursuit. Holding a wild boar hunting license is a strict and essential requirement. This ensures that everyone participating in the hunt possesses the necessary knowledge and skills to conduct these activities safely and legally. Hunters are required to complete training and pass tests to demonstrate their understanding of firearm regulations, hunting protocols, and how to handle hazardous situations. In Germany, the hunting season is specifically regulated, typically occurring from fall through winter, primarily spanning September to March. Hunting zones are generally set up well away from residential areas, avoiding places with human activity. This helps minimize noise from hunting and ensures the safety of local residents. These areas are often forests or undeveloped lands where game animals naturally live and flourish. Protective earmuffs not only protect hearing, but also act as a vital aid in helping hunters concentrate on their target. Furthermore, these earmuffs allow for clear communication with teammates from a distance, enhancing coordination and the success of the hunt. German hunters are known for their professionalism and seriousness when handling firearms during hunts. They receive thorough training in firearm handling, including choosing the right gun for the game-proper stance and accurate aiming. They also highly emphasize gun maintenance and cleaning to ensure safety and optimal performance on every hunt. Within hunting culture, regulations regarding hunting hours are often very strict, commonly prohibiting nighttime hunting. The primary reason for this is to ensure hunter safety, as low light and poor visibility at night can create hazardous conditions. Violations of this rule can lead to hunters losing their hunting privileges and incurring fines. According to regulations, the specific conditions for using hunting dogs to hunt wild boars are typically outlined in Article 17 of the license. The combination of the hunter's skills and the tracking abilities of hunting dogs not only improves efficiency, but also creates unique experiences within the forest setting. Hunting dogs are typically used in groups of 3 to 5 to ensure a balanced approach to hunting, avoiding negative impacts on the wild boar population and the natural environment. Using too many dogs can skew the outcome of the hunt. Annually, following the hunting season, the number of wild boars harvested is documented according to license stipulations. During one competition, a massive 380-pound wild boar was recorded. The number of wild boars collected in such events not only allows hunters to demonstrate their abilities, but also contributes to maintaining ecological balance. The conclusion of the wild boar hunt in Germany has eased residents' concerns about their attacks. If you support this method of wild boar management, please comment with a 1. If you disagree, please comment with a 0 and share your reasoning. Share this video so your family can have some fun. Here in the Canadian Rockies, this very rock, once an ancient coral reef, was thrust skyward from the ocean depths over vast eons. Now this fossilized coral sits almost 10,000 feet above sea level. Winter is drawing to a close, yet the landscape remains unforgiving. Food is sparse and many animals are weakening. A young deer, its ribs showing beneath its meager coat, searches through the snow for anything it can eat. This is the toughest time of year. Drop a number 1 in the comments if you'd like to explore the world of wolves with me.
Dear, goodness, no, please don't fall. Okay.
Close by a silent shadow appeared a female wolf on the prowl, her gaze fixed on the deer. She wasn't by herself. The pack moved in unison, with the she-wolf leading and the alpha male beside her. The deer wouldn't be an easy catch, but the she-wolf had a strategy, a quiet signal, and the hunt was on. The young deer sensed the threat. It darted ahead, leading the wolves into the larger group to sow confusion. Amidst the panicked calls, the she-wolf identified a more vulnerable target, a sickly deer falling behind. They moved in, taking it down to secure the pack's sustenance. This is the stark, relentless equilibrium of nature. During these severe months, deer congregate in large herds, finding safety in numbers. For wolves, each hunt is a demanding test. This marks the first day after many spent hungry. Wolves, apex predators of the wilderness, depend on their cleverness, the strong cohesion of the pack, and their capacity to adapt to harsh surroundings. But what unfolds when prey becomes scarce and the land falls quiet? Each hunt transforms into a desperate fight against starvation. Within this wilderness, certain rules maintain the pack's strength. Suddenly, a creature picking up a scent from miles off approaches a huge shadow of muscle and hunger. Usually, the pack would back down, ceding their kill to preserve harmony. But today is different. It holds its ground, the alpha asserting dominance to reaffirm its leadership. Ultimately, the pack reclaims its food, a stark reality as harsh winters and human encroachment reduce prey populations. Consequently, the wolves are moving closer to human settlements. By 2010, Canada's wolf population had grown to approximately 60,000, with each female typically birthing 4 to 6 pups per season. This rapid growth compelled them to look for new food sources, and sheep farms became ideal targets. The she-wolf surveys the prey. Sensing no threat, the attack commences. Within hours, the farm was thrown into chaos, resulting in over $60,000 in damages and nearly a quarter of the sheep injured. This sudden raid not only scattered the flock, but also jeopardized the livelihoods of families relying on the farm. The increase in nighttime attacks compelled farmers to make difficult decisions to mitigate human-wildlife conflict. As wolves encroach on human territories, governments institute control programs. A hunter's journey starts with a mandatory 15 to 20-hour online hunting safety course, which provides the necessary ID for each hunt. Each state has its own regulations requiring specific wolf hunting licenses. For non-residents, these licenses can range from $50 to $300 depending on the state. Failure to comply can lead to a hunting ban, with licenses being denied or revoked. In 2023, over 3,500 hunters nationwide faced bans for violations. Furthermore, hunting near residential areas or without valid tags can result in substantial fines.
I got it.
To acquire a hunting license, hunters go through a thorough selection process. At the WMS Firearms Training Center in Wales, hunters utilize rifles made by Browning. They test Browning and Winchester rifles and scopes at various shooting ranges, including distances exceeding 1,000 yards. The event stresses proper shooting techniques, rifle assembly, breath control, and target tracking. Training begins with smaller calibers like 22 and 17 HMR to establish fundamental skills before moving on to larger caliber rifles with significant recoil. This training equips hunters with the necessary skills for safe hunting practices. Prior to hunting, individuals undergo intensive and selective training to qualify for licensing. In Canada's challenging terrain, participants endure 72 hours in extreme temperatures, replicating actual wolf hunting scenarios. The course exposes them to frigid nighttime temperatures, elevations exceeding 2,000 feet, and snow-covered landscapes that test their resilience. With only a 30% completion rate, they face challenges like tracking elusive targets at distances over 1,500 yards and navigating dangerous ravines. Failure to adapt leads to elimination, ensuring that only the most skilled, ethical, and resilient hunters pass embodying responsible hunting practices. As Canada's hunting season runs from November to March, hunters head into the frigid wilderness equipped with government-issued all-terrain vehicles. These vehicles, capable of traversing snow at speeds up to 45 miles per hour, are essential for pursuing wolves. With refined tracking abilities, the hunt is persistent. The tense encounter culminates in a moment of precise action as the hunter successfully takes down the first 2 wolves of the day, marking the season's beginning. Would you enjoy hunting wolves with a firearm? If yes, leave a number 2 in the comments. If no, leave a number 5. However, the hunt presents its own set of difficulties. Hunters frequently encounter treacherous terrain filled with concealed crevasses that can stop even the most robust all-terrain vehicles. This is where teamwork becomes crucial. Hunting wolves in temperatures dropping as low as 14 degrees and 10 degrees C tests both stamina and tactical planning. For safety and effectiveness, a minimum of 3 hunters is advised in this harsh wilderness. The frigid air thickened with tension as the hunter stood before the cave's opening. A sudden movement and the sharp crack of a gunshot broke the silence. The hunter's quick and accurate action proved successful. Moments later, victory was achieved and the cave fell silent again. As summer arrived, managing the wolves became less challenging for the authorities. Deep in the rugged Canadian mountains, the hunter began a tense pursuit to track the elusive wolves. Equipped with a device that imitated the howls of prey, the hunter waited in expectant silence. The wolves, wary and cautious, approached the hunter despite the obstacles and the potential for detection. Hunting wolves from the air provides a unique thrill, unlike ground-based hunting. From above, hunters encounter greater challenges demanding precision and rapid decision-making while tracking wolves from helicopters across Canada's rugged landscape. Canada, including Alberta and British Columbia, has recently permitted limited aerial hunting to manage wolf populations, allowing only 1 aerial hunting competition per season. This method has been effective in reducing wolf numbers in designated areas. Alberta, for instance, reported a 30 to 40% decrease in specific regions, demonstrating a significant impact. The emphasis is on selective control, not unrestricted hunting. The successful end of the wolf hunting season in Canada has brought relief to sheep farmers and strengthened their economic well-being. Hunters are vital in the responsible harvesting of wolves, ensuring every action aligns with ethical and conservation principles. Reports on hunting outcomes assist in wildlife management and help sustain ecological balance for future generations. Once the hunt concludes, many might wonder about the fate of the wolf pelts. Wolf pelts undergo a careful process by hunters involving cleaning and preparation before being sent to a Canadian trading post. At auctions held by the North American Fur Auctions, NAFA in Toronto, pelts are graded based on their quality. Bright dense wolf pelts, particularly the highline ones from Canada, can sell for as much as $75, while poorly prepared pelts might only fetch around $14. The proceeds from these auctions often contribute to wildlife management programs and conservation initiatives. Identifying authentic wolf fur in Canada requires a close examination of its characteristics. Genuine wolf fur typically features 3 distinct layers: long black guard hairs that provide weather resistance, a blue or gray underfur for insulation, and a softer intermediate layer. Misrepresenting synthetic fur as real wolf fur can have legal ramifications. Under the Competition Act, such deceptive marketing practices are prohibited, with penalties reaching up to $750,000 for individuals and $10 million for corporations. These regulations are in place to ensure transparency and safeguard consumers in the marketplace. Wildlife conservation and habitat preservation are essential for minimizing conflicts between humans and wolves. What are your thoughts on responsible wildlife management? Drop a number 1 in the comments below and share your perspective. In Wyoming, the 2020 Wyoming black bear hunting contest resulted in the removal of 2,000 black bears. However, the contest sparked concerns among residents, particularly near the Bighorn Mountains, as some hunters didn't closely oversee the hunting process, allowing many black bears to get away. This creates a potential risk of black bears attacking residential areas and disrupting public safety. Drop a number 1 in the comments if you'd like to learn more about this species. In a forest beyond a designated hunting zone, there have been multiple incidents of black bears attacking mountain bikers. The Wyoming Game and Fish Department reported roughly 75 such encounters in the fall of 2020, with cyclists being the primary targets. Fortunately, because most victims were familiar with wildlife behavior, they escaped without severe injuries. If you encounter a black bear, you should raise your arms and shout loudly to create noise, which can often scare it away. Massive bears weighing as much as 650 pounds have begun directly entering residential areas. Many residents in Wyoming towns reported homes damaged by bears in search of food. In 2020, property damage was estimated to be over $2.5 million, encompassing homes, vehicles, and agricultural buildings. Given the seriousness of the problem, Wyoming authorities have implemented a strict approach. This hunt will be different from the 2020 Wyoming black bear hunting competition. Authorities are requiring hunters to be at least 21 years old and achieve a minimum health score of 85 out of 100 on a medical assessment. This is because hunters will be operating in diverse locations, including the Wind River Range and forested areas near Cody.
Look at the paws.
Furthermore, only around 1,500 hunters are permitted to participate, and each must possess a minimum of 5 years of experience hunting black bears. Leveraging their extensive expertise, these hunters have developed a strategy of using corn bait to attract black bears to designated hunting zones. This method has boosted the success rate by 75% compared to earlier competitions. Placing bait not only draws in the bears, but also provides hunters with sufficient time to identify optimal shooting locations. They also use bear tracks on the ground to estimate the animal's weight, which aids them in locating hiding spots and approaching their targets. Hunting efficiency has improved considerably, with hunters utilizing all-terrain vehicles, ATVs, which cut down on travel time and make transporting gear easier. Before the hunting season starts, they are introduced to the Remington 700 rifle, a widely used firearm with an effective range of up to 300 yards. The 2-week training period gives hunters plenty of time to prepare and practice effective hunting strategies. Would you enjoy hunting bears with a rifle? If yes, leave a number 2 in the comments. If no, leave a number 5. To enhance hunting efficiency, Wyoming authorities have introduced the use of bows and arrows in the Shoshone area, where the terrain is intricate and heavily forested. Given that the hunt can extend from 3 to 10 days, depending on the terrain and weather, it's crucial for hunters to have a thorough understanding of the hunting landscape to prevent getting lost or hunting in unauthorized zones. Hunting teams also significantly contribute to higher success rates. A team usually comprises 3 to 7 members, with each individual assigned a specific role such as navigation or technical assistance. Hunting as a team not only boosts the success rate by as much as 70%, but also fosters memorable experiences and strengthens bonds among the members. While black bear hunting offers economic advantages and enhances public safety, it remains a contentious issue. Certain animal and environmental protection groups argue that it could lead to the overexploitation and commercialization of wildlife. In Wyoming, the illegal trade of black bear parts can result in severe penalties, including fines up to $150,000 and imprisonment. Comment number 1. If you're watching this, please hit the like button and share it publicly to receive a gift. Subscribe to the channel for more exciting adventures.